Okay, we're gonna have to get into this because the sun's coming out. I ordered seeds from Botanical Interest. You can see my seed starting totes back here. They're kind of gross. They're old totes and I use them outside for seed starting now. So they're gonna get more gross. It's pretty sunny out, even though it is chilly. I am in California, so it's gonna be 60 degrees today, Fahrenheit. We're gonna open this together. I've already opened it because I was so excited. But I wanted to open it here with you guys again. So first things first, when you open it, it comes in this box, which I'm probably not going to use because I already have a way that I store my seeds. But if you don't, this box I think is really handy. I saw another person's video that made a Botanical Interest haul say it's a waste of packaging, which I think it is if you're only ordering like 2, 3, 4, 5 packets. I ordered from them in like a bulk. Last year I ordered from Baker Creek. This year I'm ordering from Botanical Interest. Next year I would like to order from In My Gardener. I just pick a new one every year and I'm trying them out. So I'm just trying one every year, and then I also buy seeds locally. So that's these 2 containers back here and some saved seed from Baker Creek the previous year. So I've already started those, and I have a local nursery that I like to buy seeds from as well. I don't know exactly how many feet my garden is, but if you go and look at my TikTok, you'll see some garden tours on there. Yeah, I don't have that much space right now, but I do have plans for expansion. So hopefully I can do videos on that on this channel eventually when that happens. You can use this box for seed storing, which I think is really good. It's just cardboard, but you could easily throw a bunch of seeds in here, close this up and throw it in your freezer so that seeds last longer. They give you a free, well, they gave me, I don't know if they give them to everyone. I don't know if you have to like spend a certain amount or if every single order gets this. I should throw that out there first. My neighbor's dogs are just gonna bark. I live in a residential area, so it's a little hard to record and do all of this. Just the lettuce packet, which I will use. I did not open or get into any of these yet because I want to do a video where we kind of plant them all, how I start my seeds together, so that we can go over that if anyone's interested or new to gardening. So we have this free seed packet. They give you this seed starting guide, which is pretty beneficial. So I have a lot of like, I'm gonna totally blank on what they're called. I think they're carpenter bees. They're like the bigger, chunky black ones. And then I actually have a lot of hummingbirds, other littler types of birds, blue jays, and also I have a lot of owls around my house where I am. So that's nice, but something I really want more of is butterflies. I really like butterflies and I want to make more of a point to help my pollinators this year. So I picked up this mix. It's just a blend of milkweed and I'm hoping that it brings in more butterflies. We can have some butterfly content, that would be great, but we'll see. I've been making my own soaps for probably about a year now, and I've been doing hot process and cold process. I'm just kind of dipping my toe into it, messing around with recipes and scents. And then with my cold process soap, I've been taking some herbs and things from our garden or some like florals and putting them in there and seeing how I like that, and just other ingredients. I'm probably not going to do any videos on those just because I don't feel very confident in it right now. But something I really did want to start doing was growing our own loofah to kind of pair with that. And I've seen some people greatly fail, and I'm hoping I don't. Do I pause and come back to this, or do I keep recording? This is a Pea Snap Sugar Magnolia. We had sugar peas one year, loved them. Want more of them. My favorite color is purple, so I have that. I have other peas, and I believe I have other sugar peas, but that are like started in these containers down here. But I like to store our food, to dry it, I like to can it, and I like to freeze it. So I want to get into freeze drying too, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, having too many peas isn't really gonna hurt us because I will just, the ones we don't eat fresh, or if we're sick of them and we're done eating them fresh, I can just store them. This is a honey nut squash. I grew butternut squash last year. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like it. Like half my family loves it, other half doesn't. I made butternut squash soup out of it. I have 2 left right now inside. They store pretty well. I'm not sure how the honey nut squash stores compared to butternut squash. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I've heard it has a little bit of a different flavor, and I wanted to see if this is one that people lean more towards. I did notice that this one only has 10 seeds, which kind of sucks because I'm probably gonna plant 4, which means I'll have 6. And if I don't get them to germinate and do well, that means I'll have enough for the year after, but then I'll have to buy more. And they are like $4.50. Yeah, they are like $4.50 a pack. So they're a little more expensive than the other ones, but I've heard really good things, and so I want to try it. And it might just be a more expensive seed to like harvest and store and process and like get to this point of being able to sell it. I'm pretty sure that's why. So if it's not worth this price to you, maybe go for a butternut squash, because I've seen those little cheaper places. The prices are all on these packs. I should have started with that, but I didn't. Okay, so I'm not sure what's gonna be usable from like the first clip, and the sun is like a lot higher now. But we are just gonna get back into it so we can get this over with. Next I have the black cat pumpkin, which again is kind of expensive for the amount of seeds you get, but it is a completely different looking type of pumpkin that you can't get everywhere, and I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was unique looking, and I wanted to add some variety into our pumpkins. I have not had a lot of success growing pumpkins here. I haven't been able to expand my garden and do as much as I would want, so I think it was the location that they were at and what I was allowed to be doing, because I am renting, so I have to take that into consideration. And I am able to expand my garden more this year, and doing that means that I can kind of prep better for these in my climate in my area and with my native soil. The soil at this house is not that great, but I'm gonna be able to do a lot more about that this year, and we can talk about why later. But for right now, I think we're gonna have a better year for pumpkins and a better year for melons, and I'm really excited about that. These ones are just cute, and yeah. We have some other pumpkins already planted and started, and then I have other pumpkins that I'm gonna be starting in here. I think I'm just gonna do 2 or 3 vines of each and kind of designate an area of my yard to be like a pumpkin patch and let them just take over. And then I have these candy cane chocolate cherry peppers. Honestly, I got these for the vibes. They are just cute. Don't even care what they taste like. They're cute. And I've seen them for years. And I think the leaves are even variegated. Are the leaves even variegated? Yeah, the leaves and the peppers are. It's so cool. I'm really excited about these. I also have, this is funny because I'm like, I'm a gardener, I've been gardening forever, but I've really, really struggled at this property, which is crazy because as you can see, we get good sun in the winter and the summer. But onions, I've really struggled with onions here specifically. So here I really struggle with watermelon and pumpkins, and my onions and my tomatoes have not done near as well here as they have a town over where my mom lives, or even before that. So I'm thinking again it's here, but I'm able to do more to the soil and putting in a few raised beds this year, and I'm hoping that I can prioritize some of these things that I haven't been able to get a good harvest for in those spaces so that I can get a good harvest from them, or at least test my theory and see if it's the soil and the area more, or if it's me. We have red onions. They're just a bulbing red onion. They're called Flat of Italy. They're kind of more squished down. You've probably seen them at the grocery store. I really like these. I do have other onions started, but since my onions do so bad here, if I want to get a handful or two of onions, I have to start a bunch and plant them all out and know that most of them are not going to make it, which is really sad. Next we have these pineapple tomatoes. I did grow these last year and I did get a few. So my tomatoes last year, I got like a few off of each plant. My Roma tomatoes did the best. And then I had a chocolate cherry tomato, which was over here, that did amazing. Some of my tomatoes are actually still green and growing, and some of them even have fruit on them, and some of them are flowering right now here in January, just because it's really sunny and it gets to like 60, sometimes like high 60s during the day here in the winter. So we do have frost. We do dip down below the freezing point at night sometimes, but as long as it's not a very hard frost and as long as it's kind of quick and we bounce back in the morning and the sun comes out, nothing seems to really care. So then I have these tomato bush Roma Supremos. I don't know. My husband helped me put together this order, and the people who now own this company, it recently transferred over. They bought it. They have a YouTube channel, and it's Kevin and Jacques. If you're a gardener and you've Googled any gardening content on YouTube, I am sure you've seen them pop up. So if you look up Epic Gardening, you'll find them. And they own this seed company now, and he has seen them, I think, plant these. This is all questionable. I think he saw them plant these, and that's why he wanted them. So we're gonna see how that goes for us. Then we have these Gold Rush bush beans. Say that 5 times fast. And they're really pretty. They have like pink flowers. The beans are like a more goldy yellow color. The foliage looks pretty green, so you have like a tricolor on the plant. I like more colorful plants. I like my garden to, when everything's grown in and full, it just looks so lush and colorful. Right now it's like very barren because winter. We do have some winter stuff planted around, but like I chose a bad place to showcase that because it's not right here. So then we have these Max's Gold Summer Squash. I always grow a summer squash. I like to dice these up and throw them in dishes that use pasta. So it seems kind of weird, but it's kind of a way that you can cut down on carbs, sneak in vegetables. We have kids, so I'm looking for ways to sneak in vegetables, and I really like to like cut these up. I will cut them into slices, like if it's a circle, we cut them into slices, and then I quarter those slices, those circles. I'll like quarter them, and I just throw them in with the noodles to like make spaghetti or pasta, and they don't even notice most of the time. And if they do, it is cooked with all of the spaghetti sauce and stuff. So it's just a way I can sneak in vegetables, honestly, and they are very prolific. Even here where I have struggles growing other things, these grow good for me. So these grow good even here where I struggle to grow other things, and because of that, I think I'm always gonna grow them. I didn't grow them last year and I missed them, so I ordered some of those. These are some bunching onions, which I've heard mixed things on. I've heard that they can be easier, and I've heard other people say they're not. I'm gonna try them since I struggle with onions and see if the bulbing onions that you plant more individually or more of a bunching type of scallion or onion is gonna be better for me. Compare and contrast until we find something that works, and then I'm gonna stick with it. I'm still gonna buy other onions and I'm still gonna try them out, but if I can find a staple that works really good, I will still mess around with other things and have fun with trying other onions, but I will make these more of a staple if they'll work. Next I have sugar pie pumpkins. I love like taking pumpkin and preserving it. I haven't done sugar pie pumpkin, which is traditionally what you would use for like on this, a pumpkin pie. I really want to bake a pumpkin pie from scratch. I have not done that yet. Well, with canned pumpkin, yes, I've done pumpkin pie that way, but I would like to like canned pumpkin from the store. I've done it that way. I would like to grow my own pumpkin, process and like can or preserve my own pumpkin, and then make a pie with my own pumpkin. That would be my goal, is to like do the process all the way through, but from my own backyard. That'd be amazing for me. I don't know why, but it would be. It's just like a goal of mine, something I want to do. Maybe we'll get to do that together this fall. Our botanical interest haul. I'm gonna close out the video now, guys. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far, and I'll see you guys next time. Maybe we can plant those seeds together. That would be great. Have a great rest of your day.